Let me teach you how to do your makeup so good that people will think you're editing your photos. I've been starting to post my photos from Mexico, and somebody left a comment along the lines of, I look more natural and better in my TikToks, and that I should stop editing my photos so much, which was literally the best compliment I could have gotten because I did not edit how I looked in that photo. I'll be honest, I made the photo brighter and upped the saturation, but that was just how my makeup looked in the photo. So I'm going to recreate that makeup look and show you how you can get the same results. I already moisturized my face with CeraVe. Now I'm going in with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I actually don't use this one that much, but I used it on the trip because it was the only shade that matched my self tan. I did my makeup knowing I was going to be taking photos in it, so we're not going to be light-handed today with this. Now I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. We're going to get off all of the excess. We don't want a lot of product on our applicator, and we're gonna start in the inner corner, bring it up to the side like this, and then fan it out. So it looks like a lot of concealer, but like you just saw, I got rid of a lot of the extra product on it so that it's like a thin layer, but we're spreading it all across our under eyes. Then we're gonna do it on our forehead and a little on our chin. Now we're gonna blend it out. The funny part about it too is the makeup in that photo was actually like hours old makeup. I had done my makeup like in the beginning of the day, and then when it was time for dinner, I just like added more eyeliner because I didn't want to redo my whole face, and it still looked super good. So we're gonna take the Milani cream bronzer in the shade Hey Honey using my little elf brush, and we're gonna get some. We're going to put this on our forehead and then our cheekbones. I also want to say I always get comments about the fact that I don't use primer. I mean, I use it sometimes, but only because people make me feel like I should. I don't know what to say. If you want to use primer or extra steps for skin prep, I know skin prep is super important. For some reason, my makeup just always looks better when I just use my CeraVe moisturizer. So I'm just being honest about the products I was using for that photo. But if you love your primer and your skin prep, go ahead and do that before, because I feel like it's important to remember too that everybody's skin is different, so always do what's best for you. I'm just gonna add a little contour up on my eyes like this, and then a little nose contour. I'm gonna go in now with this Say Dew Blush in the shade Cutie, and I'm just gonna do 2 little lines at the top of my cheeks and then 1 on my nose. Taking the other side of that same brush, we're gonna blend her out. Now for powder, we have the Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 20. Get the powder on my powder puff, and then I dab off the excess onto the back of my hand. And before I set my under eyes, I re-blend them with my beauty blender so that we have all the creases blended out before we set it in place. And I repeat the same process on the other eye as well for my forehead and my chin. And taking the powder puff, we're gonna get powder on each edge of it, and that's what we're gonna use to carve out our nose. It's a little crazy, but we're gonna let it sit while we work on our eyes. I'm just using a bronzer, and we're gonna put this in our eyelid. Then we're also gonna use a little bit of it to further contour our nose. Taking that same bronzer in the Say brush, we're gonna add extra bronzer to our face, just in those same places we put the contour. Reference, this is the Haus Labs Amber Horizon Medium Bronzer. Then with the Maybelline Fit Me Express Brow, we're just gonna fill in our eyebrows just a little bit. Dust off that bake and add some fake freckles with the same brow pencil. I'm literally just gonna dot them on and then blend them out with my finger. Now we're moving on to eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size palette, and I'm just gonna use this dark brown shade and an angled brush. We're gonna start by just doing a normal wing, kind of like this, and I'm gonna repeat that on the other eye. The lash extensions I was wearing in the photo were the style Aphrodite, but I'm out of those, so I'm gonna go do my fairy lashes. I haven't done these in a while, so we'll see how they look, and then I'll come back. These are how the eyelash extensions are looking. Now I'm gonna do my inner corner wing, so I'm just using that same brown eyeshadow with the angled brush and creating a little inner corner wing. Now going in with the Say powder blush in the shade Mia, we're gonna top off our blush with this, and we're gonna do it on our cheeks and our nose. Whatever I have left on the brush, I honestly just put all over my face. Just gonna set our eyebrows in place with this Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Moving back to the eyes, we're gonna use this Colfie brown liner. Put this in our lower waterline. And then adding a little bottom mascara. This Chanel highlighter, just a little bit in my inner corners and the tip of my nose. For lips, I'm doing the Kosas liner in the shade Infinite, and we're gonna overline them. And topping her with the YSL gloss in the shade 44. And this is how you do your makeup so good that people will think it's edited. Here's the makeup close up. A little bit different lighting. And again, no hate to the person that commented that, because I do look different on my TikTok than I do on my Instagram probably, because I usually have no makeup on here, but I can look like that on my TikTok if I want to. Let me know what you think. If you end up trying out this makeup, tag me, because that'd be so cool. And yeah, bye.